Good morning, dear students. Today I have just taken the printout of this sample paper, question paper issued by CBSE of science, and I just analyzed how it is. So I could see there are 4 sections A, B, C, D of different marks. I can see 1 mark questions, 20 questions of 1 mark, then 21 to 26 question number, 21 to 26 they are of 2 marks. So you have 6 questions of 2 marks, so total 12 marks. Section C is of 3 marks each, so 27 to 23 question number 27 to 23 are of 3 marks each, and total marks will be 7 questions of 3 marks each, 21 marks. Then section D, it is of 5 mark, and we have 3 questions 34, 35, 36. You have 3 questions of 5 marks each, so this weightage of this section will be 15 marks. Now there is a lot of variation in section A. In section A, 1 to 20 it is mentioned, question number 1 to 20. On that we have question number 1 to 13 is very short answer type question. Very short answer type question, and there are 13 such questions. So that you have to answer in 1 word or 1 sentence. Then we have reason assertion type. Question number 14, 15, 16 is of reason assertion type. That we can see. And question number 17, 18, 19, 20 means 4 questions. They are to be answered after reading a passage, right? And the question pattern in that is of MCQ, means you will read a passage and then you will answer the questions which are in the form of MCQ based on that passage. So you have 4 marks in each part. So total 4 questions and 4 marks in each part. That will give you 16 marks. So this section almost carries 32 marks, 1 mark, okay, and different variations of questions are there. So today I just want to see, we will see the electricity questions. We have finished the chapter electricity, and that I just sort out from this question paper, and I can see question number 9. We are just going to solve one by one the questions of electricity which is there in this question paper. So let me solve this. Question number 9. So as I think you can see here, question number 9, there is a choice. First thing, so there are number of choices in the question paper, sufficient number of choices. So we can see there 2 unequal resistances are connected in parallel. If you are not provided with any other parameters, example numerical values of I and R, what can be said about the voltage drop across the 2 resistors? So 2 unequal resistances are connected in the parallel. So what you can say about the voltage drop if you are not given with the current and resistance value? So we know that whenever the parallel connection is there, the voltage drop will be the same. So here you have to just write that voltage drop will be same. Voltage drop will be same across both the resistors. So that will give you 1 mark. Let us see what is the question in choice. Now, some work is done to move a charge Q from infinity to a point A in a space. The potential of this point A is given as V. So you have a certain point in a space, and from bringing a charge from infinity to this point under consideration, we are doing a work W, right? And they are asking what is the work done to move the charge from infinity in terms of Q and V. So we have defined the potential as work done per unit charge, isn't it? What is that? Work potential is work done per unit charge, means work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to point under consideration will give you the potential at this point. So by definition, V is equal to W by Q. So what is the work done? So this implies what? Simple, W is equal to QV. So this is the answer, 1 mark. So you can attempt either of these two. Question number 26 is of 2 marks. Okay, so what is there? A student has 2 resistors, 2 ohm and 3 ohm. she has to put one of them in place of R2. Means in this place we have to put either 2 ohm or 3 ohm. What is the condition? The current that she needs in the entire circuit is exactly 9 ampere. Means 9 ampere of current should flow in the circuit. Show by calculation which of the two resistors she should choose. So what should be the effective resistance if I want the current to be 9 amperes? So we know the value of P, how much voltage is given, 12 volt, and the current should be 9 amperes, right? So what should be the value of R? So this will give me R is equal to 12 by 9, that is 4 by 3 ohms. So the effective resistance when these two the effective resistance of the circuit should be 4 by 3 for the current to be 9 amperes. Now I have two possibilities. I can either use 4 and 2 ohms, or I can use 4, second possibility is 4 ohms and 3 ohms. So if I use 4 ohms and 2 ohms, then what is that? Then if parallel, because they are connected in parallel, I will find the effective resistance in parallel. So that will be 4 into 2 by 4 plus 2. So that is 8 by 6, and this will give me 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 4 by 3 ohms. So first case itself I got it 4 by 3 ohms. So I need not have to check this, but anyway you can check for this also. Rp is equal to 4 into 3 by 4 plus 3. So this is 12 by 7, which is not equal to 4 by 3. So hence the combination she should use is of, so the answer should be the first case, the combination should be used of. So in case of, that is 4 ohms and 2 ohms. So that is the value of R2 should be equal to 2 ohms. This question carries 2 marks. Question number 36, which is of 5 marks. We can see this is of 5 marks, and this is question is having the choice also with the magnetism chapter. So these two will be in choice. This is there in the choice. So I'll do the question number 36. So this overall I can see we had one in chapter electricity, we had 1 mark, then we have 2 mark question, 1 mark, 1 2 mark question, and 1 5 mark question. So 5 6 7 8 marks from the chapter electricity, but that too 5 mark question is with a choice. So first we'll do this question also. So you can see here, in the given circuit A, B, C and D are 4 lamps connected with battery of 60 volts. We have 4 lamps A, B, C, D, and current in each is mentioned, and the voltage supply is of 60 volt. So having this in mind, we have to answer these 4 parts, right? So analyze the circuit to answer the following questions. What kind of combination are the lamps arranged? So in the bracket also they have asked series or parallel. You can very well see they all are connected in parallel, because 60 volt will be applied to 60 volt is applied to each and every lamp. So here the combination is of parallel. So just one word or one sentence that it is here the combination is of parallel. Explain with the reference to your above answer what is the advantage. Reference to the above answer means if you choose series, then you have to write this advantage of having the resistors in series, and if you are choose parallel, so what are the advantage? So parallel advantage, you know, if any one is broken, then the entire, if anyone is damaged, broken or not working, it will not affect the working of other lamps. And second, the main important thing is we can also have the same voltage. Each bulb or each lamp will get equal voltage will be there. And third thing, you can write that they all have different switches. So what are the advantages of a parallel connection? You can write in this answer. Now you have to write any two, so just restrict yourself to 2, so that I can say you can write for that voltage will be same, or you can write that if any one lamp is damaged, it will not affect the working of others. Now, explain with proper calculation which lamp glows the brightest. Okay, we need to find which one is glowing brightest. Then how can we do it? So, you know that the lamp which will grow brightest will be having the maximum power will grow brightest. So maximum power means power is given by V into I. You have many formulas for power, but here I can see what information is given, voltage and current. So I have used this formula. So children, 60 volt is common to all four of them. So we can simply say mathematically in the case in which the current is maximum. So the current is maximum in the case where you have the current 5 ampere. So when you will say the current in the third lamp, that is when you will have voltage 60 volt and current as 5 ampere. So you have 300 watt power. So that lamp will grow the brightest. You can calculate for everyone. It seems you can calculate, like for this is for C I have calculated directly, but you can calculate for A, B, C and D respectively and show them that 300 watt would be the maximum, because it is clear, no, 5 ampere current power is same for each of them. So the this bulb C or the lamp C will grow the brightest. Now we have one more part for that. Find out the total resistance of the circuit. So to find the total current in the circuit, what is the amount of total current? So total current, I can see it is given as, you all can see it is given as 3, 4, 5 and 3. So that we can add total current in the circuit will be 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 amperes. So that will give you 15 amperes. Using the formula Ohm's law, we have V is equal to IR. So what is the value of R? R will be given by V upon I. V is 60 given to us and current is 15. So resistance of the circuit will be